Oh dear, sorry people. This is the second time and I was telling you about it all and it's just wasn't even switched on. Now it is. I'm here and I'm in Australia and I'm Sonya. Okay, so I'm making a specimen card, I think, right, you know. And I've got all these bits and pieces that I got in a fairy into how to make this angel thing that I bought from Vinnie's and had nice feathers in it and dried flowers and hair and you know, really nice bits and pieces. And I showed you all those and then the video didn't work, so I'm going to be here forever if I keep having to redo this. And but anyway, but it's in here and I don't know if I showed you one time before, but I may have done, and it cost me $3. I've got all these beautiful feathers in here and the hair and everything. So I've got a bit out here, so I can start this. Now I hope I've started everything. The first time I didn't start the clock. This time I forgot to start the video. Okay, so let's just put this so it won't fall on me. Stay there. Oh no, that's not going to work either. Wait a minute. The best thing to do is put it on the ground and that way it won't be falling down there. So I cut out 2 pieces of paper because this is the only size that I had for thing that was like a specimen, you know, for a flower or something and a plant. And I want to make one to put these in, okay, to put in my journal because I'm working on the journal again today. I intend to do that until I finish it, I hope. Okay, I also have these here that I got online. It says rum, but I figure why can't we change that, put something over the top of that? It's because I like these clear things. This one here's come in this packet, so you got so many of those. I'll move this out there. And you got the round one. You got and this one here. I tried to buy dyes, but I couldn't get any, so I bought these clear things because I thought they'd be really cool. So maybe if I put something over the top of that and another word and use that as a thing, but we'll do that in a minute if we get, maybe on the next video. We'll see how we go because I really want to do this piece here because I think I know if I can. I don't, we'll see. So I wanted to show you how to do it if you didn't have the thing to cut it out like with your die. So I need to make a area like that, take that out of the centre, don't I? Righto. And I did say that I wish and I'm sorry for snivelling, I wish I had my steel ruler. I own 2 and I cannot see where one of them is. I used to have one of them up here that I put my clock on, but that's not gone, it's gone away, that's disappeared. So let's just try and see if we can do this anyway. I want to come in about, so down the bottom I'll come, have I got one of those in a different thing? I think I might have one of that sort cut out in this. Only this would need to be cut off there, wouldn't it? Okay, that wouldn't. Well, I have got that. No, I haven't got that die. I just cut out a square and left this bit on the bottom. Yes, because I didn't have that die. So I want to do this one. I think it should be thinner. Do you think it should be thinner? Maybe not. I don't think there's any rules. But they seem to look like they are a bit thinner and longer and they make more of an impression. I don't know. That's just makes me think they look more like what they're supposed to be, don't you reckon? Now, where's that? Oh, so I'm going to cut a bit off this. I'm going to decide to cut a bit off. Okay, I'll take a bit off. So I've got a front and a back. But do we want to have the back, see the whole thing see-through or not? Do we need the whole thing to be see-through? You think? That's an interesting question. Love this colour of this. I do love the colour. Okay, right, so now, I don't know, I've got a feeling that I'd like it not to be. You know, I'd like that there to be something behind it. But then you need to look at it, you know, and you sort of need to look at it, don't you? See what you think. I do love these feathers. And then I could make 2, but then if I had it so it didn't have something behind it. It'd go on the page in the book or hang somewhere. Anyway, let's just cut out one of them and see what it looks like, see if we can do this. I hope we can. Okay, so we're going to take, it just so happens that this ended up a bit squarish, which is good. So there's all these little lines across here, so I can take it in down to there. Alright, so that's coming in that side there and that side there for one, is it a quarter or something? Or a half? And the bottom, I'm going to bring up 2. Take in 1 and up 2. In 1 and up 2. Righto. So we're going to draw down here. I guess there's not much really you need to draw because you're going to cut, don't you? Well, I'll still draw. Whoops. That mustn't be flat on the table, that ruler. That's not good. I'm not even in the shot. I'm over here, don't worry. Nobody panic. I'm fair here. I am. So that bit goes to that bit there. Probably needs to be brown too, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be brown. Nobody said it. I like the colour of this card. That's the best thing about making these things yourself. You can please yourself what colour you're using to, you know. What do you reckon about that? Looks a bit skew-whiff to me. That must be right. Okay, now I need a smaller ruler. I do need a smaller ruler. Oh dear. I did have one. I gave it to me hubby. I did. Thought he might like it. Don't know why I didn't keep it. It's a metal one. You just thought I'd have kept it, wouldn't you? I know you're here somewhere, so don't try to avoid me because I know you're here somewhere. Righto. I can't really see this. I'm sorry if I'm way too far out of the shot, but I've got to get up there a bit and see if I can cut along in here. No, you're not doing that nice. That seems to have worked. Only thing is this ruler's too thick. Try and get yourself something else better to do it with than this. I'm going over here now, sir. It's moved. Oh, goodness me, Sonya. Okay. Might have to keep it a bit straight. Oh dear. Maybe when I get the general part of it out I can just do it with the scissors. I didn't even cut through that bit. One more. Well, that came out of there. That was something. Now, I've got a little bit, there's a little bit of ink on here from the pencil. Should come off though because it's just, it seems if you use the same that might be a cut in that, is it? Oh, it could be. You're trying to rub that bit off. Just, you know, it would have been better if it did it on the other side, wouldn't it? And that way you'd... Yeah, that bit is not cut right through. I can see it. I can see where I made my mistake here. See that? It's not straight through there. I wonder if I can do it without the ruler, because I think it might be... Can I follow the line? Yeah, there we go. You can't see me. Okay, righto. Yeah, you can. Okay, so that's cut off there. Nearly. Hanging by a thread. Don't tear. Please don't tear. Righto. Now, is that alright? There's a bit there. Need to shave that. Don't do that, anybody, please, because it might wreck your piece. I don't know. That needs to be cut a bit, so that's why that's not working. Can't see this very good. Did I get it off? Not really. How about now? Righto. That's not bad. That's not bad. So it's just done with a little knife. Is that a piece? Bit of ink. Bit more ink off the pencil. Come here. I think that one needs to be cut a bit better than that, just down here. Squilling. He's squilling down here. Okay. Come off. I'm quiet when I'm concentrating. Let me loosen here with the scissors. Maybe I can get hold of it a bit better if I do this. There we go. You just tied it up the best that you want it to be. Comes right down here now, this does. Goodness gracious, Sonya. Okay, I'm nearly there. That's better. I think that's better. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Right, now that's going to go on here. Now I don't think I don't want to do that to the other piece. I don't think. But you can see where it's not so grand around these parts, can't you? Unless that's just a bit of ink. Bit of pencil, I should say. Might not be pencil. Could be a line that I've cut. Maybe. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. I'm not worry about that too much. If I put some little ink around that, that might look okay. A little ink, a little bit of ink. Yeah, probably show it up more. But it's not right. I was watching Amy last night and she said that there's lots of ink stays on these things, and it does. I have been using this for quite a while now without dipping it back in there, because I don't want a big heap of you know, if the first time you use it, it scares you when you put all that out there. And it just does. If you put too much on, it's not good fun at all. It's just not good at all if you put too much on there. You want to ink it. I don't think that's too bad. You don't go over the top at all. There we. I don't know if I'm going to use this for a pocket or what I'm going to do with it. There'll be something for sure. I wanted to put this against here so it would have the support of the one at the back. So when I'm doing this, I'm not going to bend it or break it or something scary like that. I hope. Come on, I can do this. And I'm going to put some feathers in here, I think. What do you reckon? Some feathers. From me feathers. Nearly killed them laying them over here. I do love these, but they've got that bit on the top that I could just nip off there, couldn't I? And then I can have some of these, one of these bigger ones behind it, I think. A more open one. I might put it aside. Somewhere here. It just doesn't want to move. It just does not want to move itself. Get up there. Hang on to what you don't want to move, Sonya. Just let's put this around here first and see what we want on here. Right. Well, I think I'm going to go with just this bit somehow, just to start with. See what it looks like. See how that looks. And I'll put it on there. Come up through there a bit so I can see the bottom of you. Just the bottom bit so it sort of has a... Right. It doesn't do anything fancy, does it, really? Well, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. Right. Now I need a piece of something to put behind there, in front of it I should say, behind it, in front of it. So I'm going to use one of these bags that I bought. Because, you know, they're there, they're not dear. Cost me a couple of dollars for a packet with 40 in there. So I'm going to use this to put inside. I package me things in that. Okay, so let's do this. Let's deal with it. So we want to put that up there. Put it on an angle. On a curve. We're going to curve it round, okay? We curve it, not too drastic like, just put a bit of curve in it. I guess it's okay for it to take up the whole thing, isn't it? Yes, why not? I meant the top to the bottom. I think so. I'm just going to cut that off in under here. There. Well, that went wrong, didn't it? I'll have to just measure it by the bottom there. Because this should be pointy, I guess, because it's the top of the feather, but if I put it up underneath that piece there, it doesn't matter then, does it? I'm going to put this down a little line here, come on. Right, just so I can stick that bit on here. You go on there, feather. Up a bit higher, please. No, go up there further. Okay. Right, I think I've got it. That should go up under there. It should not be down underneath it, I don't think. Under this piece. If I put that on, it'll cover it. Yep, it does. Right, now I'll put this on here. And I can leave it double, or I can cut it. Now, I I think it'll stick. I seen someone today using double-sided sticky tape to stick these pieces on. The pieces of cellophane or whatever they were using to put on all the plastic. I think this should stick down. I don't know. I'm a bit worried about that, whether it will or not. I think I can cut this straight. Have a go. Right, and up here. Did I go all the way along that? Yeah. Put that back in there so you get it straight, Sonia. Might have to just use one piece. Righto. Bigger pair of scissors is always a good idea. Cut that bit off. Cut that bit off. See, if I didn't have the back on here, well, this stuff keep getting all over me. Page 4. So go with that. If I didn't have the what's the name on it, I could have slipped it into there, couldn't I? You know, and I'll show you that in a minute. But we're going to want to put this on here. So I need to cut it in a tiny bit without taking it too far, because you want to, this is hard to do. You can't see what you're doing. Okay, so should have been a bit darker colour, I think. Ah, that's crooked. I can't see it. Righto, let's see if it still covers it though. What you need to do is for it to go behind here. This is your business, the best part. The best part, most important bit, needs to stick onto there without showing over the side. Does it go over the side? No, it doesn't. Oh, that's good. Take a bit off the bottom. This is bad because I cannot see what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on the other side. What have I got here? A good envelope. Well, you're not going to do that to it, are you? Okay, I can wipe the sticky off this if I get sticky on it. I'm going to put this round here first. Come along. I hope it's going to stay stuck. Otherwise we'll have to find the double-sided sticky tape and put it on here. I think that's what people have done with that, you know. I've got a feeling that's what I have to do. So you never know though. This is pretty good, this glue. Oh no, don't tell me that's not. Oh goodness, it's on that side. Do you think that's going to stick? Maybe it will. I'll give myself a couple of points for getting that on there straight. I will. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It's pretty lonely though. It's a bit lonely, so we might have to do something with it. Put a nail on it or something. Oh, my face is all itchy, driving me crazy. Could be it's not from the feather. It's these. Make sure I've got nothing on that. And then stick that down there like so. Righto. And I'll put a name across there. I don't know if that space is too... No, I think you need to have it to the side. I don't know if I like it in the middle. Righto, so I'm going to put some glue around the outside of this now. Try and get it on pretty much all of it so you don't want it coming off. Okay. There's a bit of feather or something on there. I can see it. I'll get that off in a second. Can't see much, but I can see that there. I think I've got it off. Oh no. Make sure you get this in the right place. Up picked it up because I thought if I fiddled around with it too long then I'd never get it fixed straight. Just go for it. Just attack it with it. Just go for it. So now I'm going to have some words. A word. I need a word on that. Here we go. Here's a couple of words. I've got a dish full of fabric ones up there, but now, I wonder if it had anything to do with it. Have I got anything to do with the flower on this? Little things. Circle, right. Cottage language. The garden. There we go, in the garden. That'll be nice, won't it? I found that in the garden. Not necessarily true, but that's what I put on there. Okay. I still feel like it's lonely for some reason. I might have to put something else. I suppose when it goes in the journal it might be doing something a bit different. Well, I wonder what I did with my journal. Righto. That could go in there or in here. You can't really see it down in there, but it can be some sort of a tucky thing, can't it? Yes, it can be some sort of thing I can tuck somewhere. And you can journal on the back of there, and or here, might be even better. That looks all right, doesn't it? Right. While I'm here, I better stick these things down here. Look at this, there's waving around in the breeze. Look at that. They don't like to stay stuck, these stickers. You've got to be careful that you stick them down properly. Okay, so I made a little card. Okay, so that part there's wider than that part there. I might cut that down, I think. I don't know how or why I did that, but anyway, it'll be fine. Nobody judges me. Righto. We'll set that in there for a while till we discover what we want to do with that. And there's things here. I've got feathers. I'll put my feathers back. Should probably make more than one of these, but I might do the plant. I'm going to put the plant inside the... might get a mouthful of water. I'm going to put the plant inside the jar, I think. I was going to say, do you think something like a bit of fruit would look better? Inside the jar. You could probably put a butterfly in there, but... yeah. I like these ones. This says... with dream. So to put these together, put something inside there. What do you reckon? This is not a lot of stuff that I'm making myself, but I'm putting it together myself. Amy likes to make things herself, and so do I. And I guess I use things and I make try to do ideas with other stuff and just not be totally... I change things a bit to make them my things, if that's what I'm trying to say, because I like to do different sorts of pieces of work in my journals. And I know I've got another... I think I need a flower or a little animal of some sort. The bees. These are not bees, these are birds. bird, Sonya. See, if you got that like that, you can't really see the thing. It's interesting. It's interesting to use, I think. If I could find something that went in there nicely. Butterfly, maybe I can. I have got a few, I'm going to put all those things down here. No, I did put some of the boxes with my bits and pieces in them that I would use in there. A flower or a bug or something. Flower or bug. What's on these? This is a picture of ladies. Well, I must have one with the bugs on it. Or what was on the other stamps? Anybody remember that? I put them away really nicely. I did too. It's always a way, isn't it? What did I do with them? Oh, just in front of me here. Nobody worry about that. I love that. I'm going to put that as a tuck. Okay. And this other packet. These ladies keep falling out of here. Keep looking here, Sonya. There's lots of goodies here. Alright. I've got these things here. Oh, butterflies that's been cut out for me. Totally spoiled I am. These I love. I like these. But they're not very, they're a bit, I don't know. It's not too bad though. Maybe if I put them on the, try another page now today. I'll put these wing on here for a tuck spot. But I was up to putting something in the bottles, wasn't I? What did I do with them? Did I put them back in that cupboard? Put them back in here. Really? Oh. They are here, and I will do it first because I want these underneath the pin cushion. Gotcha. Okay, so this packet of stamps, which is only half here, but look at it. It's got lots of different things in. Birds, butterfly, a little bird. I thought I'd seen some little animals in this, like there's a nice owl. I've seen some little animals, like the dragonfly. That's the mushrooms. I like the mushrooms. They won't fit in there, it's too big. Do I have another dragonfly here? You probably do, but it might not be still in the packet. I might have dropped it out of here or something. So this needs to put something live in there, don't you reckon? But then you've got nothing here on the end, so let's put the leaf in there. What do you reckon? It doesn't work either, does it? No, I don't think so. Is this curled up here? Sort of kind of not working for me. I think I need something like I don't know, something different. Anyway, not that. I don't think I need that. Oh well, maybe it'd work as a herb sort of thing, wouldn't it? You cut off the bits. I wonder if it'll glue. That's an issue, if it's going to do any gluing. Okay, so I'm going to take that off there. Right. Put that in there. Cut that off there. I'm going to have to cut off some I don't think we'd be dreaming about this, would we? Really? It's not a thing that I would be thinking it'd be in there. Where's the jar? The jar's got... No, it's not the jar. There's a jar. I could change the name on the jar. Or cover it over with something. Yeah, I'll put this in the jar. There, come on. It's not really youth. I wonder why they wrote that on there. That seems a really strange thing to put on a jar. You know, it really does to me. Really strange thing to put on a jar. And actually, when I seen them, I could not see that was written on there, I don't think, when they were in the parcel. It's not jumping out at me, giving me any sort of inspiration whatsoever, that isn't. So, I'll just have to do something more, a bit different. Ideas that I came in here with today. I've only done one thing so far, haven't I? Right. That's okay. We can put... I might have to put these down in here, but then I'll never find them again, will I? And I've wrecked me piece of stuff, although it'll go in one of them other things, easy enough. I'm going to worry about that. I'll just put these in something else where I can still see them. Maybe they can go on these bags here. So I'll figure out what to do with that. There's going to easily be something. There will be something that they can be used in. The only thing is this, when I do get these new things, I have a habit of just putting them away then and not doing anything with them. Now, I could use it to go in this, couldn't I? Or one of these here. I've got lots of bits and pieces that I've been playing with and cutting out. So, I mean, I really like to use all these things because we have them. I've had them since I started on here. A lot of this stuff I've collected up over the time, but a lot of it I've had from the beginning because I got it all when I started because I had to have it. Everybody else had some, so I had to have some too, you know. I had to have the ink and the glue and the stamps and the whole thing, you know, because everybody else has got it. Why can't I? So that's what I did. And I've got it all collected up, and I should be using it in my journals. So let's put on this one. This shouldn't be too hard for me to do, surely. A tuck spot. Beautiful, beautiful tuck spot. Okay. Should I put it like that? I think so. It's very delicate though. It's very delicate. We do not want to, I think I'll use two. I'll only use one. Yeah, I'm only going to use one. I don't know if I'll put something behind it. What do you reckon? Does it need something behind it? Because nobody wants it to get all broken, do they? I'm tucking stuff in there. If I put something behind it, it'd have to be pretty close to the colour of it. This would work. This piece of paper here. Yep, and then I'll just cut it out after I glue it onto there. What do you reckon? That's a good idea. Maybe, it doesn't matter which way it goes. And there's a bit of writing on there, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to trace around here, and then I'm going to cut it out a bit smaller, but not too much. Just a bit. Especially not up around the top. We don't take too much off of it. I don't want to make it so big that it's... I'll be forever cutting it out with that. Excuse me. So I'm just going to take it in a tiny bit under the size of that. Make sure when I glue it on it's going to go really good, because we don't want any bit sticking out, do we? So we're going to... When I put this under here, make sure I glue it on really well so it won't come off or be sticking out there in the road. Righto. And this is going to need a fairy on this page of some sort. It is going to need a fairy, because you can't do this without a fairy on it, surely not. A beautiful leaf. Needs a fairy and something in there. We'll get to that. We'll just put this on first. Isn't it awesome? Beautiful leaf. I don't know which way it goes though. That's saying, oh, is it that way? Because you can see, because it's a skeleton thing, you can see the whole. I think it's more shiny on that side. It might be more shiny on that side. So if you don't have the skeleton leaves, anyway, you could draw your own or get one out of a book. You know, find something in a journal. I like to do this crafting with things I find as well, you know, because going shopping for me and finding interesting things is a very big part of my crafting, and not going to be going out there now again until we are. I know we're not in lockdown that much. Well, we're probably told not to go out there if we don't have to. So I'm going to wait until the thing is a bit better before I do go out there again. I want to make sure they're a bit better before I go out there again. Okay, that's nice. Now just go around the edge, Sonya. Oh, I'm going to leave that off there, don't need that. No, don't go up there. Ah, I nearly made a mistake, didn't I? Yeah, I don't know how far. That's alright, that's pretty good. Maybe this bit here could go up with a tiny bit more there. A tiny bit more there. And we'll put in the leaf like this for a tuck. Okay, that wasn't hard, was it? You just need a leaf and tuck it in. That's going to get stuck to everything if I close it, so we won't be doing that. Fairy, where are you? You've got fairies here everywhere, don't you? Well, I have this one that I brought in. Hang on, everybody, hold your horses. I would have got some more of this. Love this paper. Handmade paper. So in here I've got some fairy bits, as we've seen them yesterday. Make nothing too big. Or I had the book, but hubby tied it up this morning. Because my daughter's coming to visit, and I don't know, we're old people, we like to spread out. So we had to tidy things up a tiny bit. I might have a look in here, but there's one of these pretty things can go in the inside, don't you reckon? Or that. Or that. They could go on here. They could. But let's just look in here for a second and see what we can see in this. I know we're always digging through my stuff, aren't we? But that's how you find things, as you look. Okay. Must be a picture of something in here that I can use on that. I need to fussy cut something out and put it on there. I think that's what's needed. So that's what I'm looking for. Oh, there's another fairy bit. I'm looking to see if there's any. They're bears. Right. I'll look at the dogs. Oh, I can't remember now who sent me those. Some lovely person sent me them, of course. Oh, look at this little Sheila here. She looks alright, doesn't she? Her little eyes are scary though. Frighten us with them eyes. I don't know, I get this stuff and I cut it out and I never seem to use it, I don't know. There's another push one. Probably need to do something with them cat ones. These are a lot of kids' storybook things. I was reading Aesop's Fables. What's his name? Aesop. Aesop's. Oh dear me, sorry I can't get my tongues around that. My tongues. The other day, and I thought, how could you possibly read this to a child? It scared the living daylights out of it. They are really not good, those fables. I suppose they're okay, but, you know, they'd be really scary to read them to kids. I didn't. I bought the book the other day, it was only new. I could see it hadn't been used much, so maybe the parents took it on board not to do that. Oh, is that a fish? Isn't he cool? Well, he look good in me boss name book. The paper, I think that's what these were for, actually, for sticking into me the glue book, maybe. That's why these are here. I can't seem to see anything fairish that I can cut out to make her. I do have a few leaves though. I'm not disappointed with that. Come here. Another one. Another one. I don't mind a leaf. Look at that. They're pretty cool. And a few numbers and a bug. I'm going to have to go now, so you'll have to come back with me tomorrow and have another look and see what I'm doing, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.